Welcome back to Running Shoes Guru. My name's Brandon and today I'm reviewing the ASICS Gel-Nimbus Lite 3. This is the original Nimbus Lite, which was launched in early 2020. And it targeted a new generation of runners who wanted something lighter and faster than the Nimbus 22, which felt really cumbersome and heavy. I actually preferred this version to the regular Nimbus 22 because it felt more lively and more energetic. Fast forward to 2022 and we have the ASICS Gel-Nimbus Lite 3, which has just been launched. Now this shoe looks very similar to last year's version, but the midsole has been made slightly softer. It has a brand new upper and it still has the same outsole configuration. It weighs 9.2 ounces or 261 grams for a men's US 9, and that's about 0.3 ounces or 8.5 grams lighter than last year's version. It also costs $10 more than the Nimbus Lite 2. My first run was an intense 12-kilometer hill repeat session, and I was really impressed with the performance of the Nimbus Lite 3. It felt really flexible, cushioned, and also had a very natural ride. But the thing that made the biggest impression on me was how soft and squishy it felt underfoot. It's definitely one of the softest shoes that I've run in the last 12 months. The shoe it reminded me the most of was the New Balance Rebel V2, because both of them are really flexible and don't have a lot of midsole structure. But the Nimbus Lite 3 rides slightly firmer and is much more stable than the Rebel V2. The Nimbus Lite 3 felt great right out of the box with no break-in period required. The midsole of the Nimbus Lite 3 is made of flight foam. And flight foam is one of ASICS's older midsole foams. But this flight foam is a little bit more exciting because it's eco-friendly, so it's made from sugarcane waste. It also rides a lot softer than some of the other ASICS trainers that use flight foam. The Nimbus Lite 3 is a max cushion trainer, so it's best suited to slow running. Easy runs and recovery runs is what it does best. This midsole foam has a high rate of compression and doesn't have much energy return. So anything faster than 5 minutes per kilometer, and I wish that I had something a little bit snappier and a bit firmer. One of the biggest differences between the Nimbus Lite 3 and other max cushion trainers which are super soft is how stable the Nimbus Lite 3 feels, because it's got a wide forefoot, midfoot and rear foot. So transitions feel really stable and I never ever felt like my ankles were under pressure. You still get gel, which is hidden in the rear foot and the forefoot, but the gel doesn't make a big difference because you hardly feel it underfoot. The Nimbus Lite 3 doesn't have any form of plastic shank or trustic system in its midsole. So it's really flexible and it's a lot less structured than the normal Nimbus 24. The outsole is gender specific. So the men's version has this extra oval rubber piece right in the middle of the midfoot, and the women's version doesn't have this piece. So the women's version has a more stable ride with smoother ride transitions, but the men's version has better durability. You get AHR Plus on the heel and then the softer AHR in the forefoot. But after 80 kilometers, I've noticed a lot of wear on this outer lateral heel area. So I'd say that durability of the Nimbus Lite 3 is below average. 70% of the upper is made from recycled materials. And the biggest difference between this version and last year's version is that this year's version uses a flat, stretchy, thin, knitted tongue. And the Nimbus 24 uses this very same tongue, but on the Nimbus 24 I found that it felt very out of place and weird for a max cushion trainer. But on the Nimbus Lite 3, I like this tongue because it's designed to be a faster, nimbler, lighter version of the Nimbus 24, so it doesn't feel out of place. The heel tab and the collar are generously padded, so the entire rear foot feels very plush and luxurious. and there's also no heel slippage, so foot lockdown is excellent. When it comes to fit, the Nimbus Lite 3 has a really wide midfoot and toe box, so it's best suited to wide-footed runners. I've got really narrow feet, so I went down a half size, and the fit is good, but only wearing very thin socks. So I think if you have normal feet or wide feet, you still need to go true to size or you won't have enough room. The Nimbus Lite 3 is still a fun shoe to run in, but it's not as fun as the first two versions. It's an improvement over the Nimbus Lite 2 because it's softer, it has a cooler upper, and it's also lighter, but unfortunately it still uses the older flight foam in its midsole. I'm not sure why ASICS decided to use flight foam and not Flight Foam Blast Plus like in the Nimbus 24. The Nimbus Lite 3 is supposed to be a more versatile, faster version of the Nimbus 24. But to me, the Nimbus 24 actually felt like the faster shoe because its midsole returns more energy and just felt bouncier. The Nimbus 24 and the Nimbus Lite 3 are the exact same price. So I'd choose the Nimbus 24 over the Nimbus Lite 3 because its new midsole foam makes it feel like the more premium shoe. I also think that $160 is way too expensive for the Nimbus Lite 3 because other trainers like the Rebel V2 and the Nova Blast 2 are only $130, and both of them are a lot more versatile because they can pick up the pace. I would however recommend the Nimbus Lite 3 for you if you want a super soft max cushion trainer with a flexible forefoot and a marshmallowy ride for easy, slow recovery runs. If you haven't yet watched my Nimbus 24 review, you can also find it on Running Shoes Guru. Thanks for watching my review, and please like the video and subscribe to Running Shoes Guru.